We're just not even going
Round
to call
two.
it, not Amber Harsin, Amber again.
Yep,
As
round
your
two.
name. And we're here live at Money 2020. And you already explained yourself last time, but I
Yep.
just want to do it again because Mambu's relatively new to credit unions. So
Correct.
explain what you all do.
Yes, so Mambu is a next generation core processing system. What that really means is that it's completely composable, cloud native, 100% API driven. So credit unions can take over ownership of business logic, member journeys, orchestrations, etc., to meet what they need at a quicker pace than waiting for the vendor roadmaps to get there. So it's really exciting. It's been coming for a while. We've all been asking for those things for a while, and now there's some solutions that are starting to make their way to the market.
And I have noticed more core solutions entering the U.S. market, like that are
There's some
elsewhere
foreign-
and coming
yes.
in because they see.
It's going to be a shakeup.
Because they see.
Yes.
So you're here at Money 2020.
Yep.
Obviously, you're a tech firm,
Yep.
but you're a credit union girl too.
I am.
So why is it important for credit union people to be here at Money 2020?
I mean, beyond what I think most people would think is the obvious, which is tech solutions, product solutions, platform solutions, there's been a really interesting theme as we've been talking to a lot of the vendor partners in the hall, that they're paying more attention to credit unions. They're more interested in what the credit union's missions are. I think they've identified that particularly younger consumers have a really strong connection to community organizations, community institutions. There's a little higher level of trust there than maybe in big institutions these days. And because of that, that's where credit unions live, that's where they thrive, that's where our heart is. They're looking a little bit more towards that space as real opportunities to work together to provide access to financial services to those various generations. So that's a little different. Usually it's the big
Nobody
guys.
seeks out credit unions.
We're not, we haven't historically always been like the hot target to go after, and in this case, really a momentum shift from years past that we're not really being viewed as old, slow, too conservative, not enough money. They're actually seeing that there is value to working within the credit union system, which only benefits the movement because it helps us truly get the tools we need to meet those members where they're at.
Right. And so, AI has been off everybody's lips in every business, but credit unions too, for the last couple of years. And there was a lot of education going on. How are you feeling about credit unions and AI now? Like, what are you hearing from credit unions?
I think everybody's pretty excited about what it can do, especially around efficiency and operational effectiveness, productivity. But there's also so much opportunity in using AI to learn from the data for behavior patterns, use it for fraud prevention, fraud alerting in a more timely manner. It allows us to sort of be gone are the days of the batch file going to our compliance vendor, which happens every day, by the way, all day long, and get notification after those things have already happened. That's one of the really powerful tools of AI. So I think we're starting to, it's still scary, right? There's ethical concerns, there's hallucinations, but I think in some of those specific use cases, if we're being focused in how we're implementing it, we can certainly see the benefits for all of us. So I'm so excited about it. I have been an early lover of the idea of it for a long time.
Well, and I remember at a previous company, you actually implemented AI there.
Yeah.
That was before it was cool.
We started using it for little things like unit tests on code or helping us write reports, those type of more internal services, but we kind of embraced that could help us get more done in a day.
And so, and the thing I think too, yes, credit unions are using AI, and they're a little nervous about it. At the same time, their vendors have been using it.
Yeah.
Proof. Yeah. Your proof right there. So, they're really not so as new to it as I think. I think it's just more in their face, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe it's more accessible, too, to some degree. Because it's in their face and it's a little easier to just go grab it. But now there's almost so many choices. You don't know what's the good one and what's the bad one.
Right, and back in the day, you didn't know that. I mean, consumers or business generalists didn't really know about large language models. There was a lot of like jargon that went into it. So like the normal people,
we learned a whole new language.
Exactly,
we've learned a whole new language.
Yeah. So. But now it's like, oh, ChatGPT. Everybody knows that, or like Claude or whatever you're using. But so it's a little more obvious now. So if you were to sell somebody on coming to Money 2020, a credit union person, executive, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to certainly come in and listen. I think there's so much value in listening to what the fintechs are doing, what some of the larger banks are doing, and how we can learn and adapt from some of those trends and apply the credit union layer and the credit union heart into it to take back to our own organization. So certainly I network, talk to the fintechs. Sometimes I know we know we're going to get sold to when we do that.
Sure.
Not everybody loves that approach, but there's a lot of learning that can come out of that for you to identify trends. So I think just like a lot of conferences, it's an education experience. But I think beyond the looking for a solution, it's learning from sometimes your competitors and sometimes your technology enablement partners what to maybe be looking for the next 3 to 5 years too.
Right, because they're the experts.
Right. Like credit unions we're typically not the bleeding edge, but a lot of us are becoming fast followers.
Yeah.
And this is a way for us to stay on top of that in a long GAC type gauntlet way. But you're going to get a crash course, which is always a good way to spend time.
Yep. And like you said, it's that different technologies are good, not only on the member side, because everybody wants to talk about member service, and that's important, but being able to make it easier for your employees to do whatever you want to do, make it easier to be able to execute on your strategy, because you're not tied to legacy systems.
For every manual step you get rid of, that person gets to actually go service the member, educate the member, counsel the member if they need it. Like, they're going to use those ways that are far more in line with the credit union mission.
Okay. So, what would you like to leave our credit union audience with today?
Stay curious, and then take your curiosity and turn it into strategy.
Yep. Love it. Thank you so much.